Welcome back to another episode of Locked On Hoops with myself, Ben, and Jamel. Man, coming at you. We got media days going on. We got WNBA news going on. What's going on?
Uh, what's going on, man? Not much. Hurricane Helen, Tropical Storm Helen, Helena, what whatever you want to call her. Um, her bark was louder than her actual bite, and just glad I'm safe. Glad my family's safe. Um, so yeah, just here another sunny day here in Florida, listening to all the news and happenings in the WNBA, which
Yeah,
just happened breaking overnight. Teresa Weatherspoon, she was fired unexpectedly by the Sky. Honestly, that took me by surprise. She had the support of the locker room. Angel Reese, she tweeted out this heartfelt message to her, basically saying that the ownership fucked up firing her. And I was surprised because she pretty much kept them in playoff contention throughout the season. So what you
yeah. That caught me off guard. As soon as that came across my timeline, I was like, she can't be getting fired. She must have gave her an extension, or
Mhm.
God forbid something worse happened, because it's only been 1 year. And yeah, Angel Reese heartbroken. I'm sure other teammates are heartbroken, and it's just another head scratching decision. I don't get after 1 year. I don't get this in any level of sport after 1 year.
Yes, sir. And she's not originally from New York, but I kind of grew up on her when she played with the Liberty. So I
Yeah,
kind of have a soft spot for her. She kind of reminded me of a female version of Latrell Sprewell, and I say that respectively.
yeah, yeah. I was
So,
about to say
yeah,
you gotta say
so,
that, not
yeah,
choking your coach or anything.
yeah. So don't come in my DMs cussing me out. Feel free to cuss out Ben in his DMs. But yeah, like as a player, she was fiery, ferocious, and they both had braids too, with
Yeah,
hang,
yeah,
which
true,
which
true.
I always wanted. I'm too far gone now at this point.
Yeah. Those days is gone for both of us, man. We
You have to come on home.
right. But yeah, it's wild after 1 year. Obviously they're still a young team, and just to do that after 1 year to me is unacceptable. The only reasoning is legal or something to that nature, to where it's going to be a story coming out, and you had to cut bait. But to me, this is unexcusable, especially after 1 year.
Yeah, and it's not like she was tied up with Diddy or Mayor Adams. So
Right? Yeah, it's not like she has baby oil in her closet and all that kind of stuff.
hey, stay out of
No
my
Diddy.
with the no Diddy.
I had to. I had to. But
All
yeah,
right.
man.
Yeah, there's the WNBA semifinals is taking place this weekend. Liberty and Aces. Who do you have in that series? Hopefully, I mean, like I think whoever wins that is gonna win the chip anyway. Hopefully the Liberty pulls it out because really want them to win the title to be the first professional team based in New York to win a championship since the 73 Knicks. Kind of wanted the Knicks to kind of fill that gap, but you know, I ain't really holding out my breath for that too much
Yeah,
longer. So
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
next
Nah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I know, you and other New York fans would definitely want that. I think it's I got the Aces. That's who I'm gonna roll with. I would love to say New York, but the Aces just have shown over the past years, also with the MVP. Um, I think you got to go with them.
and aside from being a homer, which I really am, um, like back in the day when the Lakers was winning all those chips with Shaq and Kobe, like I used to hate Shaq because he used to do the same shit over and over and nobody could stop him.
Yeah,
The same thing with like Asia Wilson, like nobody could stop her. I really hate to sound like a hater, but I'm just tired of seeing her winning like every.
she's like the female Jokic right now. Like, I'm tired of him winning the MVP, man. Somebody else should win the MVP. But hey, until somebody else is better, and I don't see anybody else better than her. I do see people better than Joker, but we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, don't have the all lives matter crowd.
Coming after you.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, and then we got the other semifinals with the Connecticut Sun and the Minnesota Lynx. Like, who do you have in that series?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Connecticut Sun. I think they definitely have shown over this year that they got the star power and the talent. They also have the most improved player, I believe, of this year. So shout out to them on that. But I think they got the talent to be able to go on a run.
Yes, sir. And then like over the past couple of weeks, I kind of grown to like Carrington's antics, so to speak, and like her pettiness. Um, so yeah, she's slowly becoming one of my favorite players for the right and wrong reasons. Like
Yeah,
she's a hell like she's a hell of a defensive player. Like I don't want to take anything away from her on that end, but yeah, just the antics and like her rolling her eyes at media members and media scrums when they're asking about that foul on Caitlin Clark. Like even Caitlin Clark said that it was just a basketball play. But you know,
yeah,
people they
yeah.
gotta
People
blow
people
that
gonna
out of
know.
proportion.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially this season, they've been
Mhm.
blowing everything out of proportion. Anything with Caitlin or Clark has been blown way out of proportion.
And honestly, like I kind of like Caitlin Clark. My beef is not even with her, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
She seems like a nice young lady.
yeah. Shimmy, she has heart. She has uh grit. I mean, she's willing to fight and willing to battle. And yeah, she knows it's competition. So it's really it's the outside people. She knows competition and she knows what it is, but everybody else wants to come to her defense, and she's not even bringing up it as an issue. So
Mhm.
yeah,
And she won Rookie of the Year too. So like I don't even take that away from her.
yeah. Agreed.
Like even though like the people's champion Angel Reese, like I honestly would have picked her. But, like I'll give credit where credit is due. Caitlyn had the better like overall numbers. Her team actually made the playoffs. So salute to
Yeah.
her. Congrats to her. And I'm looking forward to seeing her next year. And not looking forward to her fan base, I should say.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen this, but there was people, man, people are um coming for Swoops because they Cheryl Swoops. They pulled up some stats of Cheryl Swoops in 3 years, her MVP years. Then they pulled up Caitlin Clark stats from this year, and people were calling her out because on paper Caitlin Clark had better stats.
Better not let you better not let Stephen A hear that.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, people, I think it was a different era of basketball. I think number one. And two, on that team, there was a lot of talent on that Houston Comets team. But
Mhm.
people love to compare past and now. I mean, it's going to be a forever thing that's going to happen.
Facts, man. And did you see that statement that the WNBA put out about racism and fans pretty much staying in their own lanes and not being a dick to like other athletes? I mean, they should have released that after week one of their
Yeah,
season.
really. I didn't see it, but I mean, yeah, it's seems like a necessary, yeah, condoning racist fan behavior.
They did
Yeah,
it all season. Now they want to release a little half-hearted statement. Like they should just
right,
left it alone pretty much.
right, exactly. Yeah, that should have been after week one, but you did it in week two of the playoffs.
But yeah,
Yeah,
man, it's been a busy week in the WNBA. Diana Taurasi said goodbye. Future Hall of Famer, former UConn alumni, um, champion in the WNBA, national champion in college, the White Mamba, probably the greatest. Well, some say she's the greatest of all time. I really don't have an opinion on that on the women's side as of yet. I mean, other than Cheryl Miller, like,
yeah, man. Cheryl Miller doesn't get talked about enough,
but
but
yeah,
yeah,
the White Mamba, she hasn't officially announced it yet, but everything just seems like she's finally calling it a career.
yeah, and it makes sense. 42 years old, been in the league, well, been playing since 2004 on the same team 20 years. I mean, this is a perfect mark. 11-time WNBA All-Star, 2-time Finals MVP. I mean, the stats, speak for themselves. But I don't know if she doesn't have anything else. I don't think she has anything else to prove. 3-time MVP, 3-time champion. So, I mean, she is the female Mamba. I mean, I would love for her and Kobe to do a podcast together, like the Mamba stories or something like that. I mean, that's not going to happen, but that would be great to hear because those two, I think, definitely had a lot in common.
Facts, man. And it's sad for the sport, I think. Um, it wouldn't be so bad if the WNBA still had like Maya Moore, but she's off saving the world right now. So
Yeah, man, she doing real work on helping people. But yeah, man, I agree with you. This
the
this
real
is this could
oh,
be a big time loss.
mhm. And also on the NBA side of things, which is another big time loss, Derrick Rose calling it a career. And what's crazy? He was drafted 6 or 7 years after LeBron in '03. LeBron still playing. Like the
Yeah,
'08
that's
class,
crazy.
he's pretty much gone now.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That Bulls era, man, was great. Winning that MVP, the youngest, I believe, was the youngest at that time,
Yep.
to win the MVP, man. And career didn't necessarily, I think, panned out probably how he wanted to. I think his last, probably 5-6 years, being able to be more of a vet, a team vet, coming off the bench and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, great talent. I just don't think the talent necessarily lived up to it, obviously because of injuries. And, but he made the best out of his career, man. 2008 to 2024, he made the best out of his career and made a lot of impact, I think, in the league.
Is he a Hall of Famer in your book?
No, I would have to say no.
Hey, he's a Hall of Famer in my world. Like, I still hate to always I I hate it. I hate that it sounds like I'm shitting on Ben Wallace, but if he's in the Hall of Fame, there's no excuse why Derrick Rose can't be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Now, I mean, he's got the one MVP. He's a 3-time All Star. They're definitely gonna look at stats. That's what they're gonna look at. Also, did he have good relationships with the voters and the writers and all that? But Ben, okay. I mean, he's got a shot because
Exactly.
Ben Wallace is a 1-time NBA champion, a 4-time NBA All Star. Well, he won Defensive Player of the Year 4 times. So
And prior to that, he was basically a journeyman player.
yeah, he was
It
wow.
wasn't like he, and like it wasn't like he was doing this consistently throughout his career. Like he only did this for a good 6 year stretch. He got
Yeah,
the Bulls and sort of disappeared.
yeah. He was on the Pistons for 2000 to 2006, and then I don't even remember. I remember he was on the Bulls, but I don't remember him doing anything. And then he went to the Cavs, and he came back to the
Exactly.
Pistons. So he had a short stretch. So I mean, I don't know. You got you got
Also, why not?
a
Rookie of the
argument.
year. Um, he had that hell of a playoff series in '09, the one where the Bulls and the Celtics. That was probably my favorite playoff series of all time. Went 7 games. 6 of the 7 went into like double overtime, and that was
Mhm.
pretty much
Yeah,
his coming out party for me. Pause. Um,
yeah.
Another one of my favorite moments was well, two of my favorite moments was his MVP season when he came to the Garden and he kind of lit up the Knicks. Um, that was a hell of a game. My other favorite one was when he was on the Knicks and he just got ghosts in the middle, a pregame pretty much, and nobody could find him. Like years later, we'll find out his mom was sick or whatever. But
Yeah,
that was a fun time for me.
yeah, yeah. I would say that bank shot that he made in the playoffs, and then that. I mean, he's had a lot of great dunks, but there was just one in particular. I mean, his head was above the rim. I mean, the
Oh,
dude had crazy hops for
you-
6'3".
are you talking about the dunk on who was it? The Dragon? What was his name? Dragic?
Jargets. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, Yeah, man. He put a lot of people on a poster for sure.
Sir, and this is pre-injury. It's like a lot of kids don't really understand like what was it like to watch this version of Derrick Rose in real time as opposed to, watching him on YouTube. Like they just see him as the, jolly old guy coming off the bench for the Grizzlies and Pistons and whichever else teams he played with in his later career. But yeah, this dude was a straight up killer. And if it wasn't for Tibbs, I still blame Tibbs for everything for that.
Mm,
He would still be
good.
playing.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely got an argument there. Uh, but yeah, and there was a report last. I think this was last year, or maybe it was earlier this year, that something leaked. Somebody posted something saying he was retiring, but then ended up coming back that it was fake. But I'm like, there is a possibility. I mean, he's been playing for a good minute, and he may want to hang him up. So yeah, salute to his career.
Facts. And I remember there was a quote he was saying, this was like years ago. He didn't want to go to his kid's graduation in a wheelchair.
Mm,
Like
yeah,
it was something like that. That was like, hey, it might happen, but relax.
yeah. I mean, you're not playing football. Now, if he was
Hmm.
playing football, yeah, you may be going to the graduation in a wheelchair.
And my second favorite, well, not my second, my third favorite Derrick Rose incident, well, not incident, moment happened off the court was when he took a Christmas photo and had his kids, his wife, and his baby moms all dressed up together. Like,
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, man. He was real. He was real, man. But yeah, I think yeah, the impact he had on the game, especially early on, but I think it was more of in a leadership role, towards the end. But yeah, people, yeah, definitely people go watch some of those highlights, man. Don't sleep on young Derrick Rose.
facts, man. Um, well, for me, the eve of the 24-25 season is vastly approaching. Um, we have media day for the rest of the teams on Monday, but this past week, within the last day or two, the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets had their media day. Is there anything that sticks out to you about the Nuggets media day?
I think the biggest thing, Russ, man, Russ coming in, excited. I know this is normally him when he comes to a new team, but I think you just see him gelling. I think well with this crew, and Denver seems hungry. And obviously, if know the talent that they have, but also when you look at one of the Gordon changed his number for his brother. I felt like that was heartfelt. Uh, and so yeah, I like the team. I like the guys on the team. I think they got a good. They could have a good culture. Will they win the championship? I don't know, but
Oh
I
God,
think
I
it.
hope.
But yeah, it was good to see those couple of things.
Like, do you think Russ is starting in Denver, or is he coming off the bench like he did with the Clippers? Like, even though like he still could have started with the Clippers, and
Yeah,
and mentioned James Harden.
I don't think he's starting. I think he'll have some spot starts, but I don't think he's gonna be the main starter. I think he'll definitely be coming off the bench.
I mean, I think Murray could play like a little bit off ball, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it could definitely happen, but yeah, I don't see him starting right out the gate. But obviously things can change.
I mean, like I've been tinkering with that lineup in NBA 2K a lot. And if any of you college programs are looking for a reporter to be an imaginary GM for your team, like Woj is, again, I'm not hating, but no, come on, holla at me. I be putting hella teams together in 2K. I'm not just stockpiling up stars. Holla at me.
Yeah, hit him up, hit him up.
One of my other favorite moments from well, it didn't happen at media day when Russ signed with the Nuggets. He asked Christian Braun to trade numbers with him, and Christian Braun pretty much told him no. So it's weird to see Russ in number 4. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But I mean, he could definitely start over Christian Braun. And like you
Exactly.
said, you can move Murray to the two or put switch them two up. But I could definitely see him starting over Christian Braun eventually.
And Celtics had their media day too, and I've been there the past 2 years, so it felt kind of weird not being there in enemy territory, as I always felt. But the people, like, they were always nice to me, so like I can't even talk shit about the Celtics like that.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, like as soon as I started catching up on what was happening with the team, and I see our good friend Kristaps Porzingis is out until January.
Shocker. Shocker. But
But coming into this season, you think Boston has like, you think they have a chip on their shoulder, or do you think they're like one of the forgotten championships, kind of like the Bucks in 21?
yeah, I definitely think they got a chip on their shoulder. I do also think that they definitely want to repeat. And a lot of that has to do with their coach too. I mean, he's one of those dudes that's got a chip on his shoulder. Kind of got that weird, kind of like Belichick vibe to him. So yeah, this team is gonna always be like we gotta come back and we gotta repeat, so people don't think it was fake.
If
So
they
yeah,
don't repeat, then what?
mm.
Back,
Yeah. I
they
mean,
go
back
to the back of the line, or do they have to retool by adding players, or do you think they can just run it back with this group?
now, I think they could run it back, but I think eventually you're gonna have to do. Horford can't play forever, so I'm pretty sure this has got to be Horford's last year at 38. Drew Holiday's not gonna be there forever, so it is gonna be some retooling because you're gonna have to replace them too.
And when
Who knows?
comes,
Maybe through the draft or free agency.
right, and free agency is gonna be hella hard because they just they've been giving out money this off season
Yeah,
like
they've
there's
been
no
dropping
tomorrow.
bags. Yeah, like crazy.
And I'm not sure what their pick situation is like, but yeah, like after this group, they're gonna be stuck like the Bucks are currently stuck right now, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, nah, I agree with you. One of the highlights I was watching some of the clips was there's a guy on the team from Portugal, Nemes Quita, probably said that wrong, but he said he came back home to his country and people were really excited about it. I honestly I didn't know he was on the team, but I mean, hey, it's dope. He was the first one out of Portugal to win a championship, so that was cool. Watching some of the stuff with Horford, man, like dude is a polished vet. So and I'm happy for him. I'm happy he finally got one. Dude has been in the league for so long. Like you just think it may never happen.
Yep, yep. I saw something interesting. I forget which betting app is on, but there's like an over under on Jimmy Butler's hairstyle for media day.
Yeah, I can't wait for that, man, because he could do something. He could do something wild.
If he a real one, he'll just rock out with the baldy one time.
Yeah, because he hadn't done that. That's the one he hadn't done yet. Because he had locks. Didn't he have locks one time? He had like
Blocks.
a goth look. So yeah, he's probably gonna do the ball head. That's probably gonna be what's next.
I would say rainbow hair, but that might, yeah. Just trying to think of the wildest shit I can think of.
Yeah, that or one of those Kanye haircuts he had when it was like patches in his head. So I don't know. He got some options, but it's gonna be
if
it's
he
gonna
go
be
with the
comedy.
mohawk, he's definitely out of pocket. I don't want to hear or see from him again if he rock out with the mohawk.
Hey, you never know. This is Jimmy Butler, man. You're talking about, so you never know.
Then again, we can't talk because our hair style is kind of
It's
set in
gone.
stone right now. So
Yeah, yeah, it's gone. It's just straight razor to head. That's about
we're limited in our
it.
choice.
Right, right, true.